Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 0111191.
Ringing in 24 on the way out. Our poll question today is asking you to rate 2024. What was the best thing that happened to you in 2024, Jeff? The best and the worst things that happened to you in 2024.
I really enjoyed the vacation I took in 2024, the family vacation I took in 2024.
Way to focus on the positive.
Saw two, well, you asked what the best thing was.
And the worst. Actually, I asked you the worst first.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay, well, the trip,
it's hard to focus on the negative.
Seeing Charleston and Savannah was incredible. An area I not only would like to visit again and spend more time in, I would think, it'd be a nice place to live.
Right. The worst for me, I lost a friend, which is personal. It really has nothing to do with how 2024 went. Lost a friend to a heart attack. And the best, obviously, was my fishing trip to Belize in catching.
How old was your friend that had a heart attack?
52.
Oh.
Yeah, I know. Sorry. But I got to tell you, he had gone through a lot of problems. He fell 25 feet off a ladder onto a concrete slab, busted up the whole left side of his body, collarbone, ribs, arm. I mean, he had to have his leg, rods put. So he was disabled. This happened a couple of years ago. He was disabled. Long story short, while he was disabled, he was in a wheelchair. He was putting on a lot of weight. He was a smoker. His heart gave out. I mean, he just had too much stress on his body. But he was still out doing stuff. He had healed. Most of his body healed. He was going to go back to work. He'd go on side-by-side rides with us, and he was a great guy.
Not to sound insensitive to your friend that passed away this year. That makes you pretty sad.
It was a good wake-up call to hey, let's make some better, healthy decisions for your body.
That's why you won't put up your Christmas lights, right? You don't want to fall on the concrete slab.
No, I don't want to fall. I don't want to do it. But yeah, I don't want to fall either. But
that's a perfect excuse, because the whole time you're saying that,
you can't use your friend's death to other people. I don't want to end up
I was just going to ask you if you could talk to my wife about it, because she wants me to borrow my neighbor's extension ladder, and it's got to be 25 feet. It's probably about 25 feet to the top of.
Why don't you do this? Go online.
25
just Google,
to 30.
What happens to a human body if you fall 25 feet off a ladder?
Onto concrete?
Yeah. What's most likely going to happen? And then show her that, because I don't think she's focused on the real issues here.
Dude, listen. Okay, if anything, real life stories hold much more weight than just a Google link, right? If you could say, dude, I don't know if I'd send him up on that ladder because she wants me to, I have to go in and do some caulking of the siding, and then also do some painting. And the best, most feasible way to do this would be me climbing up a ladder. I really don't want to do that. It scares the hell out of me because of what happened, or something similar that happened to your friend. And I think it would be nice if, you shared a real life story about that with her and said, hey, I wouldn't send Jeff up that ladder because I have a friend. And then you go into, the story about
get her on the phone. Let's do it.
It'd be a good,
I can't do it face to face. I won't be able to sell it as well as I can do it if it's over the phone.
Well, she would probably everybody has their preferred method of communication, and yours and hers are the same. Text message. Right there. Just say, hey, don't send Jeff up on that ladder.
Okay, I never text your wife unless I'm asking about something.
I know,
for
but
you.
you guys would be great to. That's how you guys should communicate.
I don't think she wants some advice from me. I think she Jeremy can go pound sand. I don't really care what he thinks.
I need my house.
I need
painted.
those lights. Lights down and that house painted. He can get his ass over here and help.
I don't mind climbing up on the roof. Climbing up on the roof's fine because I can access it from the back of the house, and that's an easy climb.
You're gonna need restraining ropes. Listen, get on Amazon, buy all this rock climbing gear, and they say this is what it's going to cost to paint the house if I do it.
How patient you have to be a rock climber?
It's going to cost $3,000 in rock climbing gear if you want me to paint this house because I'm not falling off that ladder.
You could go seriously this. That seems like the worst sport in the world. People sleep on the side of El Capitan because it takes so long to climb up rock. Because you have to take all these safety precautions that go into it. Into effect, you have the rope, you got to have the little things that you wedge into the rocks, you got to have the things that hold you up. It's crazy. Like that, I cannot do. Like I am the king of maybe I could just reach over there and get that little spot right there before I get down and have to move this ladder again. Can't do it. Probably should just hire a house painter. That's probably the best thing to do.
Start getting some quotes, man. And then I'm telling you, go look up some equipment and everything you're going to need on Amazon so she can see it. And hopefully she doesn't go, oh, yeah, I would just buy it.
That's what will make my 2025.
You can paint it again in 2 years.
How about this? Just a call out to any painting companies. You want to make for the best 2025 for one individual? Send me a quote. I'll give my address. You pay my house. Pay my house, and that'll make the best 2025 for one individual.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning. Don't miss a moment. Subscribe to the podcast on Google, Apple, YouTube by clicking on Jeff and Jeremy at KZOC.com.
So you kind of gave us a warning label just a second ago, talking about your friend that fell off a ladder. God, I can't believe he survived. To be honest,
he falls off the ladder. He goes through all this insurance stuff, these multiple surgeries. Yeah. One time I saw him, he's on one of those
insurance stuff will kill you in its own right.
Wheelchairs, with the high back and the neck brace, and he looks terrible. And then the next time I see him, he's walking with a cane, and then pretty soon he's walking around great, and he's ready to go back to work, and he dies of a heart attack.
Terrible. Sad story, really. Yesterday we were talking about the Surgeon General on his way out, but he wants to make sure to slap some warning labels on some alcohol.
Oh, they're going to say it causes cancer now, right?
InBev and Constellation stocks took a little dip yesterday.
Oh, really?
As a result of that, because he made that announcement on Friday. It sat over the weekend, and now they're he wants to make sure that warning labels get put onto alcoholic products, and that's the case. Coming up, we got a question that surrounds that. It's been sitting on Facebook for the last 18 hours or so. Do warning labels change your behavior? Do warning labels change your behavior? I remember as a kid, that parental warning, I wouldn't, once the parental warning got slapped on music that I listened to, that made it must listen to music.
Yes, that's when you knew it was fake. This is a bunch of BS. This is the government trying to control what I do.
Exactly.
And shape me, in a roundabout way. It's almost like...
parental warning, man, it was the best marketing for anybody who's a little bit edgy in music. That's how gangsta rap.
Passive aggressive lawmaking, or whatever you want to call it. It's very passive aggressive to do this. And I really ignore all of it now.
Thank you, Tipper Gore.
I think by now we know what's good and what's bad for us, and moderation is a big thing. And
remember when we were talking about that yesterday, number one cause for cancer was smoking.
Yes.
Number two cause for cancer. What's food? The types of foods that you're putting in your body. Number three was alcohol. The one that they go ahead and slap the warning label on is number three, but not number two.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOC.
Jeff and Jeremy here. Jeff found more Surgeon General warnings. Is it Surgeon General warnings? Yes, that's what they are. You see them on cigarettes. You see them on tobacco
Really,
and you see them
only
on
see 'em on-
chemicals in the store, like cleaning chemicals. Don't drink this. Surgeon General
What is the
says,
one-
women that smoke will have issues being pregnant and all that kind of stuff.
I don't chew chewing tobacco anymore. They used to have them on chewing tobacco, but I do these things. It's like Zyn, but it's called free.
It's a nicotine
Zyn-
pouch, right? But there's no like tobacco in it. It's just you got some nicotine.
I don't know if it's called free or fray. How would you say that?
I'd say that's fire.
Fire.
I'm just kidding.
There's no I there.
FRE.
There's no
I don't know. I'd say that's free.
Okay. It's so funny because when I ask for them, when I go buy them, I was like, yeah, can I get some of that, those free nicotine packages? And they like look at me like, what?
Say FRE.
We don't have any free ones. I was like, well, it says so right here. It's free. Is it fray? I don't know. But the only warning on it is it says this product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical because they don't know about anything else. Like they're relatively new to the market.
You still
they
have
don't
to be
know
at
if
least
it-
18 to buy those, right?
Yeah. They don't know if it causes any other problems though, other than just getting you addicted to
Same
to
with the
nicotine.
COVID shot.
Like there could be other problems.
There could be other problems, yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just like any new drug or any new
Yeah.
product.
Yeah.
Was
There
my
could,
point.
yes. That's why you don't buy a car in the first year of its manufacture date. But it's interesting because that's the only warning label I've seen on any of these. It's probably been about 6 months now since I made the switch from chewing tobacco to this. And this is the only warning I ever see. I don't see any of the other warnings that say, it causes cancer, it could lead to tooth decay, the other things that I got with the chewing tobacco. This is the only one. This product contains nicotine. Nicotine is an addictive chemical. I know that. My gum doesn't, my little chewing gum, it might say something on it. I don't think I've ever looked at the box. But we're asking if warning labels change your behavior. Like, will it stop you? Will a warning label actually stop you?
It all
from
depends where the
doing
warning label is.
what it is.
If I'm walking, through the woods,
Canada knows how to do warning labels.
and there's a
We're gonna get
bridge,
to that in a
and
minute.
there's a walking bridge, suspension walking bridge. It says warning, very old bridge. Walk across at your own risk. I'm like,
Yeah, that one I
I don't
paid
think I'm not going to pay. Yeah, that one I'm like, yeah, thank you, I appreciate it.
Because who knows how long that sign's been up? If it's been up
Right,
for 5 years,
right.
that bridge is deteriorated.
Right.
All kinds of variables there that you have no idea.
And I'm like, well,
how that could work out.
it's outside, so it looks older than it probably is. You're like, nah, I don't think so. 'Cause I'm like, yeah, it's not too bad. I mean, look at this. I mean, it's been out here
See,
in the rain and the snow and the, all this stuff. And so, let's wipe it off.
I'm different on that one. I'd be like, the sign would say something different if it was really truly
Didn't you
dangerous.
zip line in a third world country or something like that?
Well, I think it's I don't know which one of the if it's going to Canada, Panama, or Puerto Rico is going to become our 51st state. But there's a lot of talk about the next 51st state. Mexico as well. Getting a name.
I might be
in it.
going to Panama this year. I'm pretty excited about it.
Really? What for? Check out the canal
We're going to see the canal, but we're going to a fishing lodge. But part of that is the
in
canal.
Panama.
In Panama, yes.
Interesting.
Great deep sea fishing. Rooster fish, sailfish.
That's fun.
And the Panama Canal. Which, did you hear
So-
the other thing is they're talking about doing another canal.
Where are they going to do the other canal?
It's going to be south of the Panama Canal. They were talking
For
about
what?
doing it. I forgot the name. What is that? I got to look at a map. My friend was telling me about this yesterday. If they do this, because, Jimmy Carter gave away the Panama Canal. Trump's going to try to get it back. But if he can't, maybe we just do another one that's bigger and better. Bigger, better.
With a big wall. The canal will be bigger for sure. It'll be bigger by like a foot. And then they'll be like, yeah, we got the biggest canal. And we will hear about it for the next 4 years and until he dies. Do warning labels change your behavior? We're asking this question over on Facebook. Canada. Now, when I was younger, I smoked. Okay. And I bought a pack of cigarettes in Canada, and they would actually show you pictures of people with lung and mouth cancer. And I was like, dude, I don't know if I want to smoke after that. Canada, pictures tell 1,000 words. And Canada knows how to do warning labels. Because I was like, and like cigarettes are like $15 a pack. It's like, nope, that's it right there. That's enough deterrent. $15 a pack, and show me that picture of somebody with mouth cancer. I'm done. I'm out.
Jeff and Jeremy in the morning on 93.3 KZOZ.
Jeff and Jeremy in the Morning podcast brought to you commercial free by another podcast. You've subscribed to ours, now subscribe to theirs. It's the Slow County Real Estate Podcast with Hal Swayze. When you're done with this, go listen to something that will actually enrich your life. California DRE 01111 911.